YouTube. Welcome. This is Josephine Greatness. This is a question and answer session with Josephine Greatness on Josephine Greatness TV. So, guys, in previous weeks, in days, yesterday, we were live talking about how to migrate to Norway as healthcare professionals. In previous weeks, if you followed the live sessions that I've been having here on Josephine Greatness TV, on here on YouTube, you should know that we've talked about how to migrate to Iceland, Bahamas, UK, USA, even as midwives to practice in your healthcare profession. So today, there are lots of questions. People have started the process. Yes, there is somebody who has gotten a job in Iceland, and I was congratulating him on one of my shots on TikTok. Yes, people have started working with the steps that we share here on the live session and getting jobs. They are getting into the process and they are doing it, but there are still people who have got questions, and I've got lots of these questions. I've managed to answer some of you, but then there are some that I haven't been able to get to. So if you are here on the live today, I'm going to be answering lots of those questions in my DM. I'm just hoping that I'll be able to clear all the questions. There are loads, more than 200 questions, guys. You can imagine. I don't know. I need a PA for this job, I need a PA, but then it is well. This is what we've put ourselves to do, and we are going to continue doing it to help people. So if you are here on the live, you are most welcome. Make sure you are popping. If you've got any questions, you are popping it in the comment section, and I'll be looking at the comment section as well. On TikTok, if you want to join the guest seat, you can request to join the guest seat. I'm happy to allow you so we can talk about your queries. So, yeah. So let's go into the comment section. I'm still looking through. I'm still looking through here on the comment section, even before I go into my DM. So F Yar is saying, please, ma'am, what preparation should I do as a general nursing student who wants to work in Finland? So I wouldn't want to start, eating the icing on the cake. So I don't want to start eating the icing on the cake, right? About Finland. So FPR, I was just saying that today the scheduled topic was to talk about how you can, work in Finland as a healthcare professional. But due to some unforeseen circumstance, we have had to reschedule the topic to another date, which I'm going to communicate on my TikTok page. So make sure you are looking out to that. But for now, what I will say is that I really do, let me repeat again, I really do apologize. And I want to put out this disclaimer again that I'm not an immigration advisor. I am sharing information myself and the guests that I invite onto these programs. We share information from our own, number one, our own experience, going through the process ourselves. As well, we do share information based on, research that we have made. So at any point, if you need, immigration advice, I recommend that you get in touch with an immigration lawyer. All right. But let's share information that we've gone through the process ourselves and all of that, so we have got some information from based on our experience. So Efia, what I would say is that the main thing you need to do to get to Finland or any other country is to make sure that you've completed your nursing, your midwifery education. All right, when you are done, make sure whatever requirements that you need to provide to your home country nursing and midwifery council, you should provide those requirements so that you can get your license in your home country NMC or Nursing and Midwifery Council Health Directorate, however your home country council is called. Because without your home country license, there is no way you can practice in another country unless you are going to start schooling in the healthcare profession afresh from that particular country you want to go to. So, and as well, I'll recommend, there are some countries that you don't really need work experience, but I'll recommend that most of the countries, and as well, in fact, yourself, you wouldn't want to go into a new country with no work experience at all. So do well to, get some work experience, at least you can use your preceptorship or your national service or your rotation, your first year rotation as work experience. There are some people who, in a haste to, get out into other countries, they kind of cut off their 1 year preceptorship or rotation or national service work experience, and they are off into another, wanting to, start the whole process. But as you are going through your process, as you are going through your first year work experience, you can start your process. All right. I hope that answers your question, Efia. Ganyobi, you are welcome. I see you. God bless you all for joining in. God bless you for joining in. I'm still trying to go through there. So Ganyobi, I've just answered Efia. Ganyobi will be moderating with me today, and I've just answered Efia's question. So I'm sure you are able to help me out with the other questions. If you like, you can join the guest seat so that we take it from there. So we take it from there. So apart from Efia, I'm just scrolling through, guys. If you see that I'm quiet, I'm trying to check if there is any other question in the comment section here on the live before I go into my DM, because I'm prioritizing those of you here on the live. All right. Nurse Wendy says, please enlighten us more on Norway. I'm a nurse from Nigeria. Okay, Nurse Wendy, I'm sure you are still on the live now. So with the Norway process, yeah, as I've already answered Efia, the first step is to get your license in your home country. Okay, you need your certificate, be it your diploma certificates in nursing or midwifery or whatever healthcare profession you are, or your degree certificate. Okay, from there you also need your passport. You need a transcript from your health care education institute, your school, I mean. And with this transcript, yesterday the guests I invited mentioned that with a transcript, you need an international transcript. Okay, an international transcript. And with a Norway process, the transcript you need has to cover both your theory, sorry, both your theory hours and then your practical hours or your clinical hours, because they need both. Okay. And there is this document also that you need to add when submitting your forms to the Norway Health Directorate, which is your employer's recommendation. So there, I was saying yesterday on the live session that I termed that recommendation letter as a third party CV. So it is just like a CV, all right? But then you are not writing that CV. Okay, it's your employer who is writing that CV, and that letter should have your employer's letterhead, all right, and stamp. So they are confirming to Norway that yes, this person is a nurse, number one. Number two, this person has really worked. The work experience you've popped in your documents, that whether you've worked 1 year, 2 years, your employer needs to confirm that to Norway. You also need to verify yourself from your home country. So yesterday we said that, for example, with Ghana, if you schooled in a public institution, you definitely have to clear yourself with Ministry of Health, for example. But if you schooled in a private institution, you don't need to clear yourself, because the clearing is because you were taking allowances during your training or your schooling, years. So, but then you need to verify yourself with your country's NMC, National Midwifery Council. All right. So, for example, in Ghana, currently, I'm not too sure, but the last time I checked, it was £550. You need to pay that, and you need to get a letter, okay, from your NMC, a letter of verification to add to your document to send to Norway Health Directorate. Okay. I'm not going to go deeply into all of this because it's going to take too much time. So the replay of yesterday's live session is on my YouTube channel. You'll get my channel link in my TikTok bio. Click on it, go into the live sessions on my page as well. I've popped it in the playlist named Migration or Relocation, and you get that information from there. After watching it, make sure you sit down and watch it. After watching it, if you've got any further questions, you can send me a DM, or you can, send your um, uh, question as well. I'll recommend that for you to get quick response from me. Please make sure you are joining my Telegram page and channel. It's in description section of all my YouTube videos. Okay. So Mia says communication problem. You don't understand my English. Oh dear, Mia, you need to get in touch on my Telegram community. Okay. Ganyobi, yes, I see you. I see you. Ella Busi Siwe says how to move to Finland as an English teacher from South Africa. I'll look into that, Ella. I'll look into that. Okay. Right now, I don't have any scheduled program for this topic for teachers, but then I've got a teacher who has gone through the process to one of the countries, and I'll be coming on a live session with him very soon. So please watch out. If you are a teacher, keep an eye on my page. You should get that information very soon. Hello, Ice P. Dale says, hello, sister. Hello, Ice P. Dale. How are you? Are you okay? Wonderful, guys. I can see that you guys are liking and all of that. Bless you. So I'm gonna be I've gone through the new TikTok stuff, and it's not like completely banned that you can't play any song at all. And we'll talk about that after the live session. Next, Wendy says, please enlighten us more on Norway. I'm a nurse from Nigeria. I think I've answered that. Efia says, oh, you're welcome, Efia. God bless you. You're welcome. Ice Pedal says, yes, sister, I need your help for Iceland. I'm a nurse from Sierra Leone. Great, wonderful. So, Ice Pedal, for the Iceland route, I'm just going to give a short summary of it, but I've I've recorded a detailed video with Manuel Yeboah, KLB, and it's available on my YouTube channel. If you check my TikTok page, some few days ago, maybe to a week now, somebody has gotten a job in Iceland, guys. Somebody has gotten a job based on what the live session we held here on the Iceland route, based on the video I recorded with Manuel Yeboah talking about the step by step. The person grasped it, started, and the person has gotten a job. The good thing about the Iceland route is that the first step, even before you start applying or starting to get your PIN with the Icelandic Health Directorate, is to get a job. The first step to the Iceland route is to apply and get a job. And in the video, sorry guys, I got a call through. So, and in the video, I need to charge my phone. My phone is almost off. Kindly bear with me. Let me quickly pop this phone on charge. And with the video I've posted on YouTube, you will get link to Iceland's biggest hospital, Landspitalis. I popped that because that's the biggest hospital anyway. So that means that the possibility of getting job vacancies in that hospital is higher. So please do well to watch that video on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel link is in my TikTok bio. You are going to get that link on there. Make sure you watch that video to the end. Check the step by step, follow it, get a job. After you've gotten the job, because you need your employer's contract, the job contract, as part of the document you need to submit to the Iceland Nursing Council to start your process of getting your PIN in Iceland. And I must say that the good thing about this is that if you are a pharmacist, you're a lab technician, you are a midwife, whatever, all you need is to get a job. So the other day, as I've mentioned, I'm a midwife. So mostly I want to look out for the midwives as well, because there are lots of information for nurses, okay? unlike midwives. So there are lots of nursing jobs on land hospitals as at then when I was checking out for my midwives. So with the midwives, I checked and I saw a couple of job vacancies which I posted on my TikTok page, and people, those who were able, when these job vacancies pop up, it is global. Everybody is applying for it. So what do you do? Grabs it, quickly apply for it. Okay. I get people still got into my DM asking, and it was after 3 weeks before I saw those messages. Because when I start answering messages, I've told you the messages are a lot, about 200 plus. So by the time I get to yours, that job vacancy would have closed. So please get onto my YouTube channel and watch that video. Go into the description section. You are going to get the link to Lance Vitalis. Go on there, go to the vacancy side, search for jobs, apply for the jobs. As well, you can watch a video. In fact, there is a video that I congratulated the guy who has gotten a job with Iceland. And on that video, I popped there, I added some, overlays of, videos that I recommend that you watch. So please look out for that and watch it, and it will help you a lot. You're most welcome, guys. If you just joined in, I know you are expecting that we talk about the Finland route, how you can travel to Finland to work, and I've just been saying that due to some unforeseen circumstances, we have had to reschedule the Finland topic. So I'll pop the information on the dates we are going to be handling the Finland topic. You welcome, Miss Wendy. You welcome. So I'll be popping the information on the rescheduled dates on my TikTok page. So watch out for that. So today it's a question and answer session. If you've got a question you want to join the guest seat, you can join. Can you be? God bless you for staying on the guest seat for me. Ganyobi says how to move to Finland as an English teacher from South Africa. Yeah, Ganyobi. So we will handle that. I'll look into that. So keep an eye on my TikTok page if any program is set for that. But then, as I've said, there is a teacher that I'm talking to see how he went through his process, and I'll bring him on a live session. Now, if he says, please, did you complete? Did you complete? No, 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 I didn't. I didn't. What's TOSS, please? Now, Mia says, where else can I follow you? How to search on YouTube? So, Mia, on my TikTok page, Ganabi, you can unmute yourself. I can see you are trying to help me get the questions out. You can unmute yourself, all right? And let me know. So, when I'm answering a question, then you mute. But then when I'm done, you unmute and help me if you want to. So, the link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. Okay. So on my TikTok bio, there is a link there that leads you straight to my YouTube account. But my YouTube account is just the name I've got here on TikTok, Josephine Greatness TV. Just that I've added TV to it on YouTube. All right. Go there. That page is loaded. I'm telling you, it's loaded. There are videos this morning, for instance. I was watching some of the videos and I was like, whoa. So all of these are here for people. You just have to get there. It's a buffet. It's a buffet of information, a buffet of videos. Okay. On my YouTube channel is a lot. I've got health education apart from relocation and immigration. I've got my music videos there as well. So please head on there. You are going to get lots of information from there. All right. Um, Hadassah Israel says Norway or Finland. It all depends on you. Wherever you want to go to, it all depends on you. Yesterday we handled how you can travel to Norway as a healthcare professional. So it all depends on where you want to go to. Okay. So watch the replay of yesterday's live session is available on my YouTube channel. All right. And I've just been saying that my YouTube channel link is on my TikTok bio. It's Josephine Greatness TV. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Ganyobi, for replying to that. Bless you. Wonderful. Wonderful. So I can see the comment section here is kind of done. So I'm going to go straight into my DM on TikTok to answer some of the questions you guys have asked. All right. So just give me some few seconds. Let's get into TikTok.
It's like someone requested and then I accepted the person, but the thing cancelled.
Oh,
you don't want to see people.
Yeah, I'm sure it's because the person went offline.
All right.
Yeah. So people can join the guest seat if they want to. If they want to. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Let's see if that's why. Yeah. So guys, if you just joined in, you're welcome. If you've got any question you want to join the guest seat, request to join the guest seat. If you don't want to and you want to pop it in the comment section too, you can. So I will apologize again because I see people are joining in now. So today the topic on discussion was to be how to migrate to Finland as a healthcare professional. But due to some unforeseen circumstances, we have had to reschedule that. So today I'm just here answering questions you've got about the other routes that we've talked about so far, how you can move to US, to UK, Iceland, Bahamas, Norway to practice in your healthcare profession. So if you've watched those videos or you joined those live sessions and you have further questions to that, you are free to pop it in the comment section or join the guest seat. All right. Wow. I don't even know where to start from in my DM. Ganabi, where should I start from? Should I start from top or I should start from bottom?
You can start from anywhere.
It's a lot. So, hey, it's not easy. Sometimes, last week I sat down and tried to clear, but then it's just come back again. It's come back again. Okay. So Ifia Mega. So I'm just going to be mentioning names so that when I signpost people to go back to watch the replay, they will be able to know that okay, that is the question, my question that has been answered. Okay. So Ifia Mega is asking, okay, so if I start with degree in midwifery, it will be easy for me to travel. So initially, this lady was asking that she wants to offer midwifery in her home country, and she wants to know if degree nursing and midwifery, which one gains most opportunities outside, like if you want to travel. So I want to say that it all depends on what you want to do. And this person, the question means that the person has got a long-term goal of working abroad outside her home country. To be honest, there are lots of opportunities for nursing, general nursing, adult nursing. But then, based on her question, she wants to go into degree midwifery. Diploma midwifery, you have opportunity to go out, to get jobs and work outside. I'm a diploma. When I started my migration process, my qualification was diploma. Okay. But then I'm still here. I'm currently practicing in the UK as a registered midwife. Okay. So there are avenues, but then it is limited. Okay. So if you're already a midwife, you have a diploma, you can still get jobs outside. You can still, get avenues to work outside your home country. But if you upgrade yourself to degree, it makes it even, your opportunities increases. All right. And if you've not yet started schooling, people will go like, okay, don't go into midwifery, don't go into any specialty, start with nursing. Why? Because the opportunities for adult nursing or general nursing is quite bigger than all the other specialties. So I hope this answers, but it all depends on what you want to what you want to achieve.
Yeah, so there's a question here.
Okay.
So Mia is asking, is it possible to apply by myself without using agency? Because what I've noted, most of agency, it's like, I don't know.
Mia, please join the guest seat. I'm inviting you to the guest seat. Mia, I can see you have started. You've tried. Just after yesterday, you've gotten yourself calling the Norway, hospitals and all of that. So please, I can't find you here. I'm trying to find you in the guest to invite you. Click on the guest, to request to join the guest seat. Ganyabi, do you get what I'm saying? So that she can just, talk and let us know to make it easier.
Yeah, because a question was incomplete. So,
Ganyabi, is it, as a moderator, can you invite people onto the guest seat?
Yes, I can.
Please help me out with that.
Okay.
So whilst we go through that, I'm still so. Kerry Kisira says, I'm a nurse, would like to work outside my country. Kerry Kisira, if you are a nurse, I say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. The first step is your desire. If your desire is to work in another country, that's the first step. All that you need to do is to watch all the live sessions we've had, all the information you have got at your disposal. Okay, I've been here on a live session to talk about Iceland, UK. On my YouTube channel, there are lots of videos about UK, how you can, travel to UK, the whole process. I've broken it down, the CBT, IELTS, whatever, to the last end. Okay, so please get onto my YouTube channel, watch all those videos. There are playlists there. You can get playlists on relocation, travel opportunities, IELTS, OET, English preparation. There are lots of it. So this person, Kerry Kisira, you head on to my YouTube channel and you are good to go. Get all the information. That is how I started my whole process. YouTube helped me a lot. Okay, so I go watch it, what people have their experiences, and then I'm on my way to do step 1, step 2, step 3. What you need is that. Now, Savior Adam, you joined in first. You can unmute. I think you're unmuted already. Do you have a question?
Oh, not for now. Not for now.
Okay. If any question pops up. Okay. So Ice Pedal. If you've got a question, you can please ask. Ice Pedal, your background is quite, noisy. So if you don't have a question, I'm going to mute you. When you are ready, you let us know. Okay. Ganyobi has muted him. Thank you, Ganyobi. Let's see. Great. This is how I wanted it to be. Great. So Ganyabi, I'm focusing on my inbox, my DM, but if there is any question pops up in the comment section, please stop me so that I can answer that. Okay, so Vivi asked the question. Her question wasn't complete. So I answered her with a follow-up question. So I'm just going to read it. I'm reading all these questions because some of you here, it may benefit you. Do you get me? So Vivi said, hi, good evening. Hopefully this finds you well. Just got a quick question, please. Do you by any chance know if there are companies, organizations, trust that can recruit nurses even when they are still in the process of getting their PIN? Please, thanks. And I asked, which country are you talking about? She said England or the United Kingdom. And she said she is in the UK currently. So with the UK now, how things are with thank you, Manuel Yeboah. Thank you so much for the heart. With the UK now, how things are going. Now, for you to get a job, you need your PIN. Let me just say it that way, and that's all. You need your PIN. Adepa, bless you for joining in. You need your UK, your NMT UK PIN. Okay, so if you're already in the process, you're already in the UK, you've written your IELTS, you've written your CBT, and you are about writing your OSCE, I'll recommend that you write your OSCE, get your PIN, and then you can start applying for jobs. That said, if you have already, registered for your OSCE and all of that, I give support for OSCE preparation for midwives. If you need OSCE preparation for nurses as well, please get in touch. Get onto my thank you, Manuel. Get onto my Telegram page and channel. Links are in the description section of all my YouTube videos. Join my Telegram community, okay? There are pages for CBT, page for OSCE preparation, interview preparation, CV. It's a great community. You get all the support you need. IELTS, all the support you need. OET, you get all the support you need. But you just, in short, in summary, I'll say that for you to get a job, you need your NMC UK PIN. All right. Those in the guest seat, if any question pops up, you can unmute yourself and ask. All right.
Yeah. So Eunice is asking a question. Eunice said, sis, I couldn't join early. Are you on the Norway pathway?
Okay, so I'm not on the Norway pathway. So yesterday, I don't know, Eunice, if you joined yesterday's session. Yesterday, I was here with Emmanuel Samuel Studios, who is on the Norway pathway. Okay, so he came here to share his experience. And so I'll repeat this disclaimer that I'm not an immigration advisor for any of the countries that I share information on how to go about, traveling over there to work in your profession. I do share, if I am in the pathway myself, I come on here to share my life experience, how I went about it. If I'm not, I get people who are in the pathway or people who have already done it. The other day I was here with Nestana to talk about how to become a nurse or travel over to New Zealand. And he is in New Zealand. He's got the New Zealand PIN. He's done it. So he was able to show us a step by step. So I'm not on the Norway pathway. But Emmanuel Samuel Studios is on the Norway pathway. Yesterday, he shared all the information you need. So please go on to my YouTube channel. The replay is there. I hope this answer helps you. Okay, so I've got a question here from Felix Doubt Mantle. He says that I'm an RN, registered nurse from Kenya. I'm interested in relocating to Iceland. That is the first thing you need. Your desire. That is all. So head on to my YouTube channel. The step-by-step guide is there. But in summary, first, you need a job. You need a job. You need to apply to get a job in Iceland before you even start getting your Icelandic PIN. Okay. The first step is to get a job. All right. So in the video that I've shared on my YouTube channel, step-by-step guide, how to migrate to Iceland as a nurse, midwife, or any healthcare professional, please head on to my YouTube channel, watch that video. In the description section, you are going to get links, useful links that will help you. Manuel Yeboah KLB has also got a step-by-step guide how you are going to, after you've gotten a job as well, how to fill out, the form to start your Icelandic PIN process. So please make sure you are watching all those videos. Daniel, is there any?
Yeah, there's a question. Mia has a question. Her question is it possible to apply in Norway by myself without using agents?
Yes. So yesterday, Emmanuel mentioned, the guest I invited mentioned that yes, of course, you can apply yourself. I'll even use myself as an example. Anyway, there are places that you need agencies, but I'm not a fan of using an agency and all of that. I love to do things myself. All right. So yesterday, Emmanuel said you can do it yourself. Okay. But then there are also agencies who can help you. That said, to help you find those agencies, I promised yesterday that I was going to pop useful links in the description of the replay. I have done that. I have delivered my promise. When you go on there, check the replay. Even if you were here, Mia, you were here yesterday, you stayed in throughout the session. But go to YouTube, my YouTube page, find the replay in the description section. There are lots of useful links I've popped there. All right. I hope that helps. I'm still going through. So
Royal Highness, you're welcome.
You're welcome, or Your Royal Highness.
Nana said, "Dear, are you done with the Norway?"
Yes. So Nana, is it Nana Kofi?
Yeah.
Okay, Nana Kofi. Yesterday we handled the Norway route. So I was just saying to Mia, who just asked about it, that there is the replay is on my YouTube channel. Okay, so please go onto my YouTube channel and watch the replay. Ganyabi, can you please mute the Her Royal Highness? Nana Kofi, the replay is on there. You can watch it, and in the replay there are lots of useful links that will help you through your process. All right. Yeah. Do you have any other question, Nana Kofi?
No, please.
Okay.
I just wanted to know a little about the Norway.
Yeah.
So if it is under your YouTube link, I will be going there to find it out.
If you have any other questions, so with the Norway, let me just give you a summary. Since you are here with us today on the live, so with the Norway, the first thing you need is to get your documents, your credentials assessed. Okay, so talking about your credentials, you need your degree or diploma certificate. That's your nursing or midwifery, I mean. You need your transcript. And with this particular transcript, it is an international transcript, not just a transcript that is going to talk about your theory. Okay, you need a transcript that explains how many hours you spent in theory in class and how many hours you spent clinically. Okay, and as well, you need an employer's letter. And yesterday I was saying that I call it a third party CV. So it's kind of a CV, but Norway wants to be sure from your employer, because our CVs, we will pop, my work experience from this year to that year. I worked with this company, with This time around, Norway wants it to come from your employer. And it should be on your employer's letterhead. Okay, so you get that as well. And then of course, you need to verify yourself with your home country NMC. And I was saying that for us, example, I am a Ghanaian midwife. I am originally from Ghana. So those of us in Ghana, for example, if we schooled in a public institution, we were getting allowances, So if we want to get out of the country to another country, we have to clear ourselves with Ministry of Health. So if you schooled in a public institution, you need to clear yourself if you haven't yet cleared yourself. And then you need to verify yourself with NMC, Ghana, or whatever country you are from. But then if you schooled in a private institution, there is no clearance issue because you didn't take any allowance, did you? So and then when you are done, you submit all of these documents to the Norwegian Health Directorate, all right? And then they will get back to you whether your credentials equivalent to their education standard. So if your credentials doesn't equivalent to their education standard, they will still get back to you and give you, options. If there are courses that they can recommend courses to, short courses you can do to, get your credentials to get to what they want. And that said, yesterday, the guest I invited, who is on the Norwegian route, mentioned that even if your credentials isn't yet up to theirs, they still have an option where they can give you a conditional, not a permanent, authorization to practice in their country. They can give you a temporary authorization where you can use that authorization to get a job, get over to Norway whilst you are going through your process of, getting your permanent authorization with your health directorate. And he mentioned that Norway is actively recruiting nurses, midwives from all over the world. So please, if you are interested in getting over to Norway, then this is the time. They are recruiting actively, and their work-life balance is amazing. Their patient to staff ratio is amazing. And one thing you saw in the teaser video I made, I'm a woman. So when it comes to maternity leave, that's where my age is. I was so surprised when I was doing my research about Norway to see that they pay 80 to 100% parental leave, up to 59 weeks parental leave. I haven't seen any country that does that yet. Maybe there are some countries that does that, but Norway is what I know, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So please still watch the replay, and you get lots of. Again, you need you don't need IELTS. You don't need any English proficiency for the Norway route, but then you need to prove that you can speak the Norwegian language. Again, I will say that whilst you start your process, they don't expect you to, add your Norwegian language test proof proficiency to everything. But after you've gotten your authorization, they expect you to go on to a Norwegian, language lessons, write the exam, and then submit it to them. That said, you can still start working whilst you go through this language test. You get that? Anakofi, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay.
So with the employee letter, does it mean that you get it from the hospital that you are working, or you get it from the school that you completed?
Your hospital, so it's your employer. Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah. So whoever you are working with, you get in touch with them. Your HR, your administrator, your med soup, whoever can give you that letter. It should be on a letterhead, your hospital's letterhead.
That's fine.
Good. Emmanuel Samuel Studios, the guy I was on the live with yesterday, has got a wonderful video on his YouTube channel. That's just his name. Ganebi, can you please pop the name Emmanuel Samuel Studios in the comment section? So watch that video too. It will help you a lot. It's simplified, lovely video he's made. Okay. So if that's okay, can we move to the next question, Nana Kofi?
Oh yeah.
Wonderful. So I'm going to mute you. Wonderful. So Naledi I can't mention the whole name, I'm sorry. So she is saying, I'm ready here in South Africa. I have a diploma in nursing. Okay, so there are lots of avenues for you. Naledi, diploma in nursing. Iceland, UK. Currently, the UK has increased the minimum qualification you need to work in the country to degree. All right. But then I was reading, was it this week? I was here with Nestana to discuss the new UK immigration rules and how it affects us as internationally educated nurses and midwives, healthcare professionals in short. And before that, I was looking at, this whole increasing the minimum qualification to degree. And it mentioned that, the shortage occupation list, there are some occupations on there that is exclusive of this whole thing. But then I'm still not too clear about it. But then it states that the minimum qualification you need to work in the UK now is a degree certificate. So, but then if you've already gotten your PIN, that doesn't apply to you. You've gotten the PIN already, right? Your NMC UK PIN already. So, I will say that in the description section of that replay, I've popped the 133 pages document, the UK new immigration rules. Please click on it and read it. I'm still trying to understand, but then that's it. But if your occupation, say nursing, midwifery, whatever your occupation is, appears on that list that's excluded from that, then you can still, get a job with any qualification apart from degree, that's diploma. Okay. So let's see. Gonna be if any question pops up in the comment section, you can let me know.
Yeah, so Sila is asking, please, I'm a degree midwife from Ghana. How can I apply?
Apply to what, please, Sila? And the same question has popped here in my DM. Laxmi Sholagai says, how can I apply from Nepal? What are you applying to, please? When you are asking questions, can we please be specific so that it makes it easier?
Miss Equia is asking, please, is it for health courses?
What is for health courses, please, Miss Equia? Can your question be clear a little bit? Liz your boy, you're welcome. Hi. Liz your boy is a colleague nurse. Bless you for joining. So guys, can you please Liz Yeboah. Oh, sorry, not Liz. Silla, you can join the guest seats, all right? Join the guest seats. Yeah. Make your questions clearer for us.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
is there any scholarship program for Norway?
Come again.
Is there any scholarship program for Norway?
Okay, so scholarship program for, is it healthcare professionals or
for healthcare workers?
Okay, so yesterday the only question we handled when it comes to scholarship or sponsorship was if there could be, hospitals who are willing to sponsor people through. You can mute yourself, dear. I don't know who it is, but there is a lot of noise from somebody. Yeah. So yesterday we talked about some employers who are able to sponsor you through the process. Okay. But when it comes to educational scholarships, I don't know of educational scholarships in Norway now as we speak. If I hear of any of them, I will definitely share on my page so that you can benefit from it. Does that answer your question? I hope that answers your question. Wonderful. Great. Okay. So this person says the name is Cree Rico. Says that CR Rico, okay, says that I need your knowledge on something. My younger sister wants to pursue nursing. However, I prefer she understanding the course in the UK. How do I go about it, please? So this question sounds as though your younger sister wants to pursue the nursing education in the United Kingdom. So if that is what it is, in the United Kingdom, yes, there is the BSc in nursing, as well there is a MSc in nursing. So BSc in nursing, if the person has just come out of, college, senior high school, for example, in Ghana from senior high school, they can get themselves into the degree nursing programs. And the MSc programs is usually for those who have got a degree background. Yeah, recently I've heard and seen that there are people who didn't even, their degree program wasn't health related, but then they've switched over into MSc in nursing. All right. But then if you are a BSc nurse as well, you can, of course, you can upgrade yourself into an MSc nursing program. So with the UK, the BSc nursing program is 3 years, all right? 3 years program, and the MSc usually 2 years program. So, and it's basically both theory, so classroom lectures and then practicals, clinicals, all right, over the 3 years. Over the 3 years. Then if there's any question, I'm happy to answer in the comment section.
So Sila said, please, I'm a degree midwife from Ghana. How can I apply to practice as midwife in Norway?
Okay, Sila, it's the same process for anybody, whether it's master's or diploma. the first step is to, before I go on giving the summary, yesterday we were on the live to talk deeply, step by step guide how you can do this. Okay. So please make sure you watch the replay on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel link is in my TikTok bio. When you go on there, go to the live session sections, or in the playlist sections, you can find this video in the relocation or immigration playlist. Okay. So the first step is to get yourself your credentials verified with the Norwegian Health Directorate. Okay. So in talking about, hi Anupa, I see you. So in talking about getting your credentials verified, you need your certificate, your nursing certificate. That's whether it's diploma or BSc. You also need um, your transcript from your international transcript from your health education institution. And when I say international transcript, Norway needs to Abigada, please mute yourself. Norway needs to know the hours you spent in theory and the hours you spent in clinicals, okay? And you also need a letter from your employer. That letter is kind of a CV, but then they don't need a CV from you. You know that usually we write our CVs ourselves and we submit to our prospective employers. But here, Norway wants to verify from your employer that whatever work experience you are stating is true. So they need that letter from your employer themselves. And the letter should be on your employer's letterhead with a stamp, preferably. You need your passport as well. You need to verify yourself with your country's Nursing and Midwifery Council, so that Norway. And when you verify yourself with your Nursing and Midwifery Council in your home country, unlike the UK, where you don't need to collect any letter from your Nursing and Midwifery Council, your home country Nursing and Midwifery Council, but then NMC UK themselves gets in touch with your home country council. With Norway, you need a letter from your NMC council, okay, to add to your document. That said, again, I will say that the guest I invited yesterday, he is in the process. He's almost done with his process. And so the information he shared is from his real life experience, all right? So he has done a very detailed video on his YouTube channel as well. It's Emmanuel Samuel Studios. And you can get, he's done a screen recording how he went about, submitting all the forms from A to Z. You should find it and watch as well. Wonderful. Ganebi? Aroji, you're welcome.
Yeah. Josephine?
Yes.
Is it Josephine?
Yes, it's Josephine.
Josephine, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you too, Aroji?
I'm cool. Life is going on. It's a bit of we say thanks to God.
We give God praise, yeah.
Where are you?
I'm currently in the UK. What about you?
At the salon.
Okay. And do you have any question for us today?
Yeah, I've been following up your programs.
Really? That's amazing. Bless you.
I do want to in this meeting we hustling. Maybe I want to like sometimes like this last before week I spent like 10 minutes. I wanted to spend the rest of the time watching your program, but I can't. So they were calling me for charter, so I just run away to go and collect it.
Okay.
That's it. But I've been following up your programs. It's
wonderful.
Lovely.
Bless you. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that.
So what's that? We are talking about the freelance programs. What are the necessity or what are the basics that someone have to do?
Yeah.
Yes, so, like for me, I would need an advice to you. I want to take you as a tutor to me so that you will teach me. Let me have your blessing.
So the first thing I would want to ask you is, are you a healthcare professional?
No.
Okay,
no,
what do you
I'm
do?
I'm not a professional. I work in the tourism sector.
Okay, so today's topic was how nurses and midwives or healthcare professionals can, travel, migrate to Finland to work in their healthcare profession. So that was just what the topic was streamlined to. Currently, I don't have a program set out for tourists or other healthcare professionals. I mean, other professionals. I was saying just a few seconds ago that I'm talking to a teacher. Disclaimer: I'm not an immigration advisor. I am somebody that shares information from my own life experience, and as well, if I don't have I'm just putting that through before I end my my statement. So and then I also do invite people who have gone through or going through the process so they can share their experience and hold people's hands through the process too. So today the topic was to talk about how nurses and midwives could travel over to Finland, but then due to some unforeseen circumstances we have had to reschedule this topic. So currently I've been on the live session to talk about how people can travel to US, to Norway, to Iceland, to Bahamas, to the UK, and I'm answering questions based on those contents. Do you get me? But then I was saying again that I'm having conversations with a professional teacher who has gone through the process to get himself into another country to practice in his teaching profession. So look out for that information on my page. When we are able to set a date, I'm going to pop it on my TikTok page so that you guys can join in. If any other, profession, topic comes up too, I'm more than happy to come share it. So our OG, you have given me something to look into.
So what I want to do, thank you. Since I have been missing most of your programs, I want to go over your lives and trying to watch them. Then I'll try to preview. Then we will see how we can go through.
Amazing, wonderful. So to get the replays of all the live sessions I've had here on TikTok and YouTube, you can check on my YouTube channel. The YouTube channel link is in my TikTok bio. Click on it, go onto my YouTube channel, go onto the live session, or in my playlist, you can get almost all of these in the relocation or the immigration playlist, and you are good to go.
No problem. Thank you, Josephine.
Thank you too, ROG. Bless you.
Thank you. Yes, you too.
Amen.
Yes. Question from Lionel Sticks.
Okay.
He said, is the BSc and MDC comes with scholarship, please?
BSc and MSc. Okay, so when you say scholarship, what are you talking about? Is it, the question is not clear.
He said, is the BSc and MDC comes with scholarship, please? I don't
understand. For which country? So whoever asked this question, when you check on my TikTok page, I've got a lot of, in fact, let me just talk about it this way. There is a playlist on my page that is named scholarships. Okay. Just recently there was a scholarship full funding opportunity for people who are into research, and I've popped it on there. So when you check the scholarship portfolio of my playlist, you are going to get information about scholarships that are available currently. That said, I will say that UNICAF is giving scholarships out for both NMC. Did I say NMC? I'm used to nursing and midwifery. So UNICAF is giving scholarships out for both MSc and BSc programs. And bet you there is no open dates and closing dates for these scholarships. They go across the year. So anytime you feel you are ready to start a program and you need support, you need funding, get in touch with UNICAF. So I was here on a live session with one of the UNICAF, one person who he's a colleague nurse, and he is currently working in the UK, but he has benefited from the UNICAF scholarships, and he was here to share his experience. It's amazing. I've had a video with him on my YouTube channel, and as part of the video, you can see his graduation program. It's lovely. So please head on to my YouTube channel again and watch those videos. You'll get the links if you want to enroll in any of the UNICAF scholarship programs in the description section of that video. I hope that question answers you.
Oh, yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Can I
Luves, how are
continue my
you?
question?
Yes, you can. Why not?
I'm fine. Hi.
Great.
Okay. Thank you. I'm from Ethiopia, and
Great.
currently I'm working in tertiary comprehensive specialized hospital, and I have
Wonderful.
a lot of experience in different units. So, how the process will be going on to travel to the uh, Finland or Norway?
Okay.
It needs some licensure exam, which need to be conducted in Norway or in Finland, or is there any option like when you need to take NICLEX example for US? I think you have a chance to take South Africa, Kenya, and other countries. So are they asked by our registry from home country, or they need an exam?
Okay.
So how that process will be going on?
Wonderful, wonderful. So since you've asked, your first question was pertaining to whether you need an exam, any licensing exam to write, I would start from that. So with Finland, we haven't yet had a session on Finland. The main focus for today was to talk about the Finland process. But I apologize sincerely that due to some unforeseen circumstances, we couldn't handle that topic today. That is why we've changed it to a question and answer session for today. So I'm going to pop the date for the next Finland, session on my page. So please watch out for that. But with Norway, you don't write any licensing exam. Okay. So all you need is your diploma or your degree in nursing or midwifery or whatever healthcare profession you are in, and you submit your credentials to the Norway Health Directorate. They are going to verify your credentials and then get back to you to let you know if your credentials is equivalent to what they expect their, nursing education, midwifery education um, 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 requirements. Okay, and if it happens that your credentials or your documents do not match up with theirs, they are going to recommend some courses that you can do to, bring yourself up to what they want. All right. The only exam that you are going to write for Norway, with Norway, you don't need any IELTS or English proficiency exam, but you need a Norway proficiency exam. And with that, again, from the session we had yesterday, the replay is available on my YouTube channel. You can watch it. It's got details on there. So again, with the Norway proficiency language proficiency exam, you don't necessarily need to get it before you get an authorization to get your PIN with Norway. But then the guest I invited yesterday, who is on the process, recommended that the moment you send your documents to their health directorate, when you are waiting for their response, it takes about 3 to 6 months. You can use that time to start preparing for your Norwegian language proficiency test. But the health directorate can still give you a conditional or a temporary authorization to start working in their country. With that authorization, you can use it to get an employer, move over to Norway to start practicing. But because you haven't yet gotten the full authorization, then you may have to start. Xavier, kindly hold on. When I'm done with this, you can go on with yours. Yes, we can hear you, Xavier. So because you may. Yes, Xavier. Yes.
Hello. Hello, sis.
Yes, I can hear you. But please, Xavier, please hold on for me. Let me finish answering Louves. Then we can go on to you. All right. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you. So, Louves, so as I was saying, if any of your documents makes you short of getting their full authorization to practice, then you can start practicing as a healthcare assistant whilst you get all your other credentials to match up to the profession or the part of the register you want to get yourself into. I will also say that apart from Norway, Iceland, you don't need any exam. Okay. For Iceland route, the first thing is to get a job, an employer. You use your job contract as part of the document you are going to be submitting to the Iceland Health Directorate, and then you can start your process. Okay, so you don't write IELTS with Iceland as well. You don't write any MCQ, CBT, or OSCEs. All you need is your document. That said, I've posted a picture, okay, of the stuff, the documents you need to submit to Iceland to start your licensing process. Is on my TikTok page. So the playlist, I think when you go on to immigration or relocation, you should find that video there. New Zealand as well. New Zealand, you are going to be writing some exams, but then I've also popped summary, a picture summary of what you need, the credentials, the money involved in going through the New Zealand process. That said, all of these, New Zealand, Norway, Iceland, you can find the videos on my YouTube channel. Luvez, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you very much for your nice and comprehensive answer. But that means it doesn't need an agency.
So with
applying or traveling. So
yeah, you can do it yourself. With Norway, there are agencies who can help you,
okay.
but then you can also do it yourself. So watch the replay of yesterday's. We mentioned all the agencies that can help you, and then in the replay, I promised I was going to pop useful, necessary links there. All those links have popped it in the description section of the replay.
So can we start the Norwegian language proficiency, the exercise or learning free, or does it need some payment or any sponsors for that?
Yes, of course. So the whole process you need to pay. You are going to be paying for your registration fee. You're going to be paying for the Norwegian English test. You're going to be paying for all of that. What I would say is that I didn't promise that yesterday. That's why I've not done it. But I'm going to pop a summary, all the fees involved in the Norwegian process on my TikTok page. Hopefully, by close of today. If I'm unable to, by close of tomorrow, it should be available on my page, my TikTok page.
So for traveling, it doesn't need to take the Norwegian proficiency exam. Just it's possible to take after traveling to Norway, as you said.
Yeah. So it's possible. You can either take it while you are still in the process or when you are there. But then the Norwegian exam, I think you can only write it in Norway or so. Watch the replay. Yeah. But then you can get there, start working, and then whilst you are still working, you are preparing to write it. And you can get sponsorship. There are some.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
You were saying.
Do you have a YouTube channel for detailed description about the name of the country skills ministry or the credential evaluators address?
Yeah. So if you heard me, if you heard me right, I've said that all the live sessions I've held, even now, this very live session, the replay is going to be available on my YouTube channel because I'm also live here. So in the description section of the Norway step-by-step process, you'll find all the links there. I've popped the link. The Norwegian Health Directorate link is there. When you get to visa, your visa application step, all the links are there. There are about 4 or 5 links I've popped in the description section. My YouTube channel name is Josephine Greatness TV. Just as you see here, Josephine Greatness, add TV to read. As well, when you check on my TikTok bio, my YouTube channel link is on my TikTok bio. Click on it, it will take you into my TikTok page, my YouTube page, sorry.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, I have some friends who traveled to Finland 2 years ago, who works with me in here in Ethiopia, and I think that's currently that way of traveling is now closed.
Wow.
But I know it's possible to travel to Finland.
It is possible. Yeah. Congratulations to him. And I will say that if you are looking to Finland, you should be able to get in touch with him. Allow him help you through since he's successfully done it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah, Savior.
Yeah, so
Sorry, Sadia, sorry, a
Do
call
you
came
still
through,
have
so I
to
didn't
write
hear you.
the IELTS exams?
Can you please start your question? A call came through, so I lost you.
Okay. My question is, with the UK route, if you have a BSc in midwifery, do you still have to write the English proficiency exams, or it's not compulsory?
So with
Hello?
so when it comes to the English proficiency for UK route, there are 2 to 3 things involved. Number one, let me talk about if you are already in the UK. So there are people who are already working in the UK as healthcare assistants, as care workers. So if you're already in the UK and you've worked a minimum of 1 year in the UK, and you have an employer or somebody in your facility where you are working who is an NMC UK registered professional, they can give you an English attestation letter to testify that you've worked in the UK for 1 year, and whatever years you've worked. It should be, the minimum is 1 year, and that you've been speaking in English. Okay, that is one thing. If you have a degree, there is a NARIC, okay? But with the NARIC, I haven't checked recently, but the last time I checked, there were some countries that the UK accepts NARIC from, and some countries UK do not accept NARIC. Things do change. Terms and conditions, laws do change. So I know colleagues who years ago, 3, 4, 2 years ago, they were able to use NARIC because as at that time, NMC UK accepted it from Ghana. So you should go onto the NMC UK website and then check the English proficiency part of the NMC UK website. Check if your country is in, they accept NARIC from your country and you are able to use that. If you are not able to use that, then definitely you have to write the IELTS or the OET.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So
there's a question here.
Okay.
So Ajua Catalina. Then we'll go to Zufau Muntari. So Ajua Catalina said, kindly talk about this required documents. So Ajua, if you are there, required document to which country? And then Zufau Muntari, she said, or he said, I don't know whether it's a he or she. Say good evening, says, please, anything for registered nurses and nurses assistants certificate holder?
Nurse assistants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nurse assistants.
Okay.
Anything for registered nurse assistant certificate holders.
Okay. So if you are a health assistant, you can look to the United Kingdom to get onto the nurse associate part of the register. But from 1st July this year, 2025, the new UK immigration rules that came up, it states that the minimum qualification you need to travel over to the UK to work is a degree. So I'm still not too sure if you want to get onto the NMC UK register, that is the nurse associate part of it, it also applies to you. So that is for UK. So you need to find out that one. Okay. And then when it comes to Norway, so with Norway, you can work as a nurse assistant, okay, in Norway. So yesterday calls keep coming in. So yesterday you should watch that replay, okay. So what will make you fall into the nurse associate or nurse assistant category in Norway and New Zealand, if I quite remember. Please watch the replay of New Zealand as well, because I think there is an avenue for health assistance as well. And Finland, definitely Finland. But then since we've not yet come on the live session to discuss the Finland route, I wouldn't want to talk too much. But Finland, healthcare assistance, you can go to Finland. So watch out. I'll set the date with the guest I'm inviting, and then I'll let you guys know when the next Finland program is coming up. All right.
Hello,
Yes. Yes, dear.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I've been following you. I'm good, and you?
We thank God. I'm also good. Is it Ahua Catalina?
Sorry.
Ajwa. Okay, Ajwa Catalina.
I've been
Sorry.
following for some time now.
Thank
And
you.
I missed the time that you started. I wasn't around, so I just joined.
That's
I wanted
okay.
to
No
know
worries.
about the Norway and the Iceland. I'm a BSc nursing. Okay, so let me say BSc nursing. I'm
Okay.
BSc nursing.
Okay.
So I want to know the process, like the process to move to either Norway or Iceland, one of them.
Okay. Wonderful. So with Iceland, as I've already mentioned, I've got a detailed video with Manuel Yeboah KLB on my YouTube channel. You need to watch that video. Okay, it's going to break down everything, make it simple for you. But with Iceland, the good thing is that I'm smiling, is that you don't need to write an English proficiency test. There is no CBT, no MCQs or OSCE test. All you need is your certificate, your degree or diploma certificate, and then you start the process. But what you need to understand about the Iceland route is that, unlike other countries where you start with getting your license with their healthcare directorate or their NMC, with Iceland, you need to get a job. You need to get an employer first, because Iceland Health Directorate, one of the documents you need to add to your document when submitting for your licensing process is your contract, your job contract. Okay. So that's it. That is why I went on to one of the biggest hospital in Iceland, Landspitalis, to check if there are jobs for nurses, there are jobs for other healthcare professionals. But then I'm a midwife, so I wanted to go and check for my midwives, and there are jobs there for midwives. Why did I go there checking for jobs? Because that is the first step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. The first step is to get a job. So you need to get a job first. Then you can start with your sending over your documents, your credentials, and all of that. That said, I've popped a video on a photo on my TikTok page. I'm sure you've seen that, spelling out all the documents you need to submit to the Icelandic Health Directorate to start your licensing registration process. Now, let's talk about Norway. So, Norway, as well, you don't need IELTS or OET, any English proficiency test, but you need the Norwegian language proficiency. And I'll say again that I'm sure you've heard me say that, but I'll repeat it to you again that the Norwegian language proficiency is not like, if you don't get it now, you can't start the registration process. You can start the registration process, even get your authorization to practice with them. But then, because you've not yet gotten the language proficiency, it's going to be a temporary or say conditional authorization. You can go over, start working while you work on their language proficiency. And yesterday, the guest I invited mentioned that, when you submit your documents to the Norwegian Health Directorate, it takes like 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months for them to go through every document you've sent to get back to you. And he recommends, which I agree with him perfectly, that you should start, learning towards your exam, your language proficiency. So on the replay, I've posted on my YouTube channel links to where you can get materials to start learning your Norwegian language. It's in the description section. Okay, so I hope that answers your question.
Okay. Hello, Sissy.
Yeah, Catalina.
Good evening. Yes, thank you very much. I'm okay with it.
You're welcome. Make sure you watch those videos. It will help you. If you've got any further questions, get in touch.
The job searching for the Iceland, are you supposed to, is there any link that I'm supposed to use, or how is it done?
Yeah, so the link I've popped in the description section of the YouTube video I've spoken about, Landspitalis Hospital. I posted a video for my midwives. In that video, that was the first thing I started saying. Anytime I play that video, I'm like, who's midwife? What do you mean my midwives? So on that video, I've put an overlay photo there. You can see the hospital, Land Pitalis, but then the link is in the description of the YouTube video I've posted. Okay.
Yeah, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
So Hello is asking, kindly talk about RN pathway to Canada through British Columbia province via NCAS. It looks slow. And then Mia.
Let me handle the first question. Yeah. So you saw that I smiled. Mommy, I'm going to mute you because your background is noisy. I'm sure somebody was trying to ask a question whilst I was addressing Adjoa Catalina. Whoever it is, please don't worry. When I'm done with this question, just unmute yourself and start talking, okay? So I was smiling when you talked about the Canada. You know, Canada route is one route that I am just too I'm not too there with it. And thanks be to God, I invited RNPs and we were here on a live session to talk about Canada. And it was an amazing session. Why am I saying this? You need to watch the replay. Because not only RNPs is currently in the UK. She's a colleague nurse in the UK, but she is, also in the process of getting her pin with Canada. And we had 2 or 3 nurses who are currently working in Canada from different provinces. So it was an amazing live session. It helped a lot. So you should watch that replay. I had one message in my DM on TikTok. Somebody was asking, what do I do? This, da. I was like, you know what? I shared information about that replay. Go and watch it. When you are done, come back to me if you have any further question. She came back and she was like, all my questions were answered watching that replay. Thank you very much. So I will encourage you to go and watch it. Go and watch that replay. It's titled How You Can Travel to Canada as a Nurse or Midwife. Good evening. I'm all ears, dear.
Please, I'm Priscilla.
Okay, Priscilla. Nice to meet you. My Ghanaian sister.
Please, I'm holding BSc midwifery now.
Come again.
Yes. But I want to know how the living is in the living. Is it expensive or
where exactly?
And then the Norway.
Okay.
How they are living. I want to know the living. Is it expensive or it's quite okay for like those who are coming to start life?
Yeah. So for that, I can't really say much because I'm not living there. But then when you watch the replay yesterday, Emmanuel has spoken to 2 colleagues who are currently there. They migrated from Kenya to Norway and their response were positive. But what I would say is, when I was going through my UK process, I watched videos. I was on people's live session, just like you are here now. And people will go like, okay, the cost of living there is that, this is that. But I did my due diligence. So I got 5 job offers, all right, in different, places in the UK. I put each and every place I got a job offer to compare. And based on that, the information I got myself, I chose one of the trusts that offered me a job based on the cost of living. Do you get it? Because going into a country like fresh, you don't want to be spending too much. Do you get me?
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. So there's a question here on YouTube. Sarah Ike1 is saying, please, how is the weather in Norway and Iceland? Let me laugh small. Why am I laughing? Iceland, as the name goes, ice. It's a land of ice. So it's really cold there. It can be cold. And yesterday, Norway as well, Emmanuel mentioned it can be cold. And I was asking Emmanuel to compare it with Canada. Is it colder than Canada? He said, oh, no. But then it can be cold in Norway. And Iceland, as the name goes, ice, is a cold area. Okay.
Please, can you answer Mia's question? It seems like she's having my question too.
Okay, what's Mia's question?
She said, how long is the process for Ireland? Is it tax-free? And the age limits and about your dependents and stuff. I think that's
So
the question.
for all of the countries that she's mentioned, you can go with your dependents. All right. And the only country that I talked about that is a tax-free country is Bahamas. But Iceland, Norway, you do pay tax. Yesterday, for example, we were looking into, comparing the Norway salaries to that of in US dollars and pounds. And it stated that the those salaries that we mentioned were the gross salaries before tax. Definitely there are tax. The only country that I've researched and I've talked about that is tax free is Bahamas. But then of course, even in Bahamas, when you are buying stuff, you pay VAT, you pay VAT. And the age limit, also any age limit, also do they allow kids? Yeah, dependents, they allow dependents. Age limits, no, I don't know of any age limit, but then please, you can do your search as well. Through the searches that I have done, I've not seen any age limit to any of the countries. But then I don't think if you are 68 years or 70, you would want to start. You're already on pension.
And please, about the process. As in, when you start
process?
now, for how long can you get there?
So with Norway, yesterday, Emmanuel mentioned it was about 13 months. About 13 months, depending on your situation. If your credentials, sometimes you submit your documents and they will come back to you. You need to go back and get this document. It's all delays. So it depends on, it's subjective. Okay, it's subjective. And for UK route, I used 1 year, approximately 1 year, because the IELTS, it was, again, it's subjective. I wanted to study well to get the IELTS once and for, it's expensive. So I used like 6 months to study and get myself prepared for the IELTS. That's what pushed me, to that 1 year plus in getting there. But you can use less than a year. When it comes to which other country, Iceland too. I wouldn't say it's this number of months because you need to get a job. So if you get a job, then you can start, getting. So it all depends. But let's say a minimum between 1 to 2 years, you should be done. New Zealand, when we spoke about New Zealand, it's also the same. We mentioned for New Zealand, there were quite different routes, different. So depending on where you are, whether you are in the UK, whether you are in Africa, Asia, it depends. But then it's between 6 months to a year. Yeah. For Australia, I haven't had any session on Australia, but then it's in the pipeline. For Australia too, it can be as less as 4 months. USA within a year and more, depending on your situation.
Okay, thank you very much. And please, so if any fees to pay, like is there any something to pay about the country or the country that you've mentioned?
Yeah. You pay. You can't even the Ghana or wherever your home country to get your PIN. Even though you schooled there, you still have to pay the registration fee. So there are fees. New Zealand, check my page. I've popped the breakdown of the amount you need. Okay, the whole steps is there on my page. When you go onto the migration or relocation playlist, you find it. I I don't want to promise, but then I'm going to pop, the breakdown of the monies involved, the fees involved for all the other countries that I've talked about: UK, Iceland, Norway, Bahamas, and all of that. I'll pop it on the page.
But please, so are the midwife practice as a midwife in Netherlands?
I haven't looked into Netherlands yet. So you just mentioned it. It's come to mind. I'll look into that. If there is any session on that, you get the information on the page.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Great. Ganyobi, do you want us to go to the comment section or can I go into my DM?
Yeah, you can go into your DM. I think you have answered almost everybody. You said?
Yes, I will move to your YouTube page.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah, please do.
About the salaries too, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yes, go and watch the replay. All those informations are there. Especially with the Norway, we sat down and we were comparing the salaries and all of that. It was one of the parts I really loved yesterday. On yesterday's session.
Thank you so much. God bless
you. Yeah, Adwa, right now, if you ask a question, you'll be able to answer you, but it won't be so detailed. But the one that is on her page, if you go there, you will have it detailed, like well planned, and all the answers that you are searching for is well elaborated there. So kindly do well and go and watch it. And then after that, you can come back and ask a specific question based on what you have watched.
Yeah, thank you, Ganyobi, for that. So the best says good evening, says I'm a nurse interested in the Norway opportunity and directives and way forward. Wonderful. That's great. So the best, go and watch the replay. We were live yesterday. I'm sure you weren't able to make it. So, when I started this whole live session, I was like, how can I get the information we share out there to people who cannot join? I wouldn't say that I recommend you go, don't join the live, just go and watch the replay, because on the live you get the opportunity to join the guest seat, you get the opportunity to talk and all of that. But it's on YouTube. So I do get it on YouTube as well, so that people can go and watch the replay. So the best, this is the answer. Watch the replay on YouTube. And then when you are done, if you've got any further questions, you can get back to me. All right. If I'm quiet, I'm just going through there, because not all the messages in the DM are answerable here. Some of them I just skip it. If anybody is in the guest seat and wants to talk, I'm happy to hear you out. Okay, so official Dakanha, is somebody unmuting herself? I'm happy to hold on if somebody wants to talk in the guest seat. Okay, so official Dakanha says that the position I applied for, which I met the requirements. Now they have notified the requirement for the same position. Initially, they didn't require degree certificates, but now they have added it to the requirements. And I do have a degree. I'm yet to start next month. Amazing, wonderful. So if I go up to our conversation, I've had quite a lengthy conversation with this person on TikTok. So the person was saying that she was applying for jobs in Iceland. He or she applied for one, which initially, when you're applying for a job, it's not just about clicking the job and then start applying. You need to read the specification, the job specifications. Okay, there are essential criteria, there are desirable criteria, which you have to look into. So if it is an essential criteria, so for example, what he is saying here was that the initial job he applied for, it wasn't an essential criteria to have a degree. They were happy, it was just a desirable. So he applied via the diploma route. But now he's seen another job that is saying it's essential to have a degree certificate. So just make sure that you are reading the job specification to know what exactly you're applying for, so that in case it comes back as an unfortunate message, you don't feel like, oh, you've done something bad. It's just that maybe the essential criteria, you don't fall into it. So make sure you are reading that. And he's yet to start applying for that. This is somebody applying for jobs for Iceland. And you can see how proactive this person is, has followed the information I shared in the video in the live session, and he's applying for jobs. He's seen numerous jobs, applying for it. I wish him all the best. I wish him all the best. Great. So this person, Suna, says how to register. I'm a midwife from the Philippines and I'm very interested to apply. Can you send me the link? And I asked, what exactly are you interested in applying? When you are sending me a DM, if you can be straight to the point so that I don't ask for follow-up question, then next time I have to come back 3 weeks later to come and see your follow-up answer. It delays things. So she said midwife for any healthcare jobs. Can you please help me how to apply? I've been working for 9 years here in the Philippines. Please guide me to be honest, this person has still not been specific. I don't even know whether the person is applying to a UK job, the person is applying to Iceland, but I don't know. So you need to be clear. You need to be clear. You are still not clear. So if anybody is in the guest seat and wants to talk, I'm happy. And guys, if you just joined in, I'm sure you were expecting to have information about how to migrate to Finland as a nurse or midwife, but due to unforeseen circumstances, we have to change the topic to a general question and answer session for all the routes that we've spoken about. We've rescheduled the Finland session, and I'll communicate that information, the date and time, to you in due time. So sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you've unmuted yourself and you've got a question, you can ask, please. If not, can you please mute yourself?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm also good.
Thank you very much for this platform. At least you've answered most of the questions that most of us have been wanting to have.
Great.
Maybe to ask someone.
I'm happy.
On the Norway path, I would really love to go to Norway, but do you have an agency or hospitals that do direct hire for this particular job, for nursing especially?
Yes. So Norway, yesterday during the live session, this question was part of the topics we discussed. So there are agencies who can help you with, getting an employment, and as well you can directly apply yourself. So that said, the replay of yesterday's live session, which is how to migrate to Norway as a nurse, midwife, or care assistant, is available. I think you would have to mute yourself. I'm getting back. Yeah, I'm getting feedback from somebody's microphone. Yeah, so you can watch that replay. In the description section of the replay, I've popped useful links. There are links there that can lead you onto um, websites where you can apply for jobs, websites where you can see agencies who can help you get jobs. I hope that helps.
Okay, thank you very much for that.
You're most welcome. So my YouTube channel link is in my TikTok bio, or you can as well go on to YouTube and search Josephine Greatness TV. You'll find it in the live session, or when you go into my playlist, it's part of the immigration or relocation playlist videos. Okay. If anybody has got a question, they can unmute themselves and ask. Can you read if there's any question in the comment section?
No, currently there's no question.
Okay. So I'm also scrolling through I'm filtering some of the questions because some of them I've already answered them. So I'm not going to be repeating again myself. So we can clear most of the questions. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Mia, Mia, you are here. I'm sure Mia is still here. Mia, you see, I've just gotten to your message in my DM. Oh, it's not easy. The messages are a lot. So, Mia, we've answered your question here, so I'm skipping that too. Ah. Oh, Nana Kofi, I'm sure Nana Kofi was here at the start of the live. He was asking that I share the link to the live session when we start, but he was able to make his way here. Checking to see if there is any question on YouTube. So, guys, if you just joined on YouTube, there's a question and answer session on all the routes that we've discussed to Iceland, Bahamas, UK, US, Norway. So, if you've got any question, you can pop it in the comment section and we can answer you. As well, you can go into my live session videos on YouTube, watch all the useful videos that the replays posted there. Also, check the immigration and relocation playlist. There are wonderful videos there for you. Thanks for joining in on YouTube. Thanks for joining in. Okay. So it is Josephine Greatness. Guys, I want to talk about I'm on a series. I started the series on your midwife series, and currently we are on season 1. Martha Owusu, welcome. You're welcome. We are on season 1 of that your midwife series, and the season 1 is talking about pregnancy. It's talking about pregnancy. So I've handled what pregnancy is, the stages of pregnancy, the signs of pregnancy, basic overviews of pregnancy. So, when you see those videos, you can signpost it to people, any woman, any man, in your life any man who has got a woman too in their lives. Okay. Let's see here. This person is just greeting. Good day. Good day. If you want to join the guest seat, you can. Martha, you're welcome. So Offer 80 says hi. Hello, Offer 80. This user is saying, Daniel, I've come back to the comment section here. Oh. There are questions there.
No, maybe the person just asked, but because we were talking. Okay. So his user also, he said, what is the pathway to Iceland as a nurse? And then Martha also said, thank you. I'm observing, but we were talking, that's why I was quiet. Okay. What is the pathway to Iceland as a nurse? Okay, so as a nurse, Iceland, the first thing I would say is please watch the replay. There is a video in my YouTube channel playlist, immigration and relocation playlist, and there's a video on how to step-by-step guide how to migrate to Iceland as a nurse or midwife. It's detailed. I made that video podcast with Manuel Yeboah. And so with Iceland, you don't need any exam. That's what I would say. The first thing is you don't need you don't need IELTS, you don't need CBT or MCQs or OSCE. All you need is your passport. You need your certificate, your license as a registered healthcare professional in your home country. Then you need a job. You need a job. You need to get yourself a job in Iceland before you can even start applying for
your Icelandic pin. So what I would say is that please watch that video. Okay, it says, yeah, Lizzie boy, okay. I'll see you soon. Thank you for staying. God bless you. Yeah, so with that said, make sure you watch that video. There are links in that video description section which can help you a lot. So please watch it and it will take you through the step-by-step guide. All right. Oh dear. Okay. Um, let's see here. Okay. So, Ganebi, at any point, if you welcome user, you're welcome. If any question pops up, you can always cut me through.
And there's no question. You're just showing appreciation.
Oh,
You're saying
okay.
thank you. So
Yeah, Vivi. I replied in my DM. Has said he or she has just joined in because I replied and told him in my DM that he should please. I've just answered him on the live. But Vivi, if you are still here, please you can join the guest seat. Let's have a discussion. You can join the guest seat. Um, okay, now let's go into this part of the messages. I think I'll start from the bottom again. I'll start from the bottom. So Achadi says, hi, what is the time now? How many hours have we been here? We've been here.
we have done 2 hours.
Hey. Okay. Okay, let's go through these questions, Kakara, to help me answer them, and then we'll be out of here. So, guys, if you just joined in and you have a question, you want to join the guest seat, this is the time to join the guest seat because we will be. Hey, the way the sun is coming into this place, good. So, Shadi says that, hi, dear, I'm a midwife, but currently in the UK with a support worker. As a support worker, is there a way you can help in search of a midwifery job? I'm done with CBT, booked and doing OSCE in August. So, actually, what you have to do is prepare for your OSCE. Make sure you get your OSCE. If you need support with your OSCE preparation, please get in touch with me on my Telegram page and channel. Links to the page and channel are in the description section of all my YouTube videos. Get in touch. There is support. There is a page for OSCE preparation. There is, if you want support to one-on-one, I'm happy to do that. And then you need to get your PIN to get a job in the UK now. It's mostly if you have your PIN, that makes it way easier. So get your PIN. After you get your PIN, then we will take it from there. But then I've got a video on my YouTube channel talking about the CV, how to get a good CV, how to get a good supporting statement. Watch all those videos. But for now, the focus is your OSCE. Get the OSCE cleared. Get your
I have a question.
Your PIN. Yes.
Yeah, this is personal.
Okay.
So you keep saying pin. Ghana, do we give pin to nurses? If yes, how different is this from the UK one? And if you have, if you're a nurse and you have a pin from Ghana, can you use the same pin in UK? I'm just asking from a layman, but I don't know. I just want to know.
I understand you. I get you. So the PIN is your authorization or your license, your legal covering to work as a healthcare professional in Ghana, in UK, whichever country. So every country has got their council, their nursing and midwifery council, or their health directorate councils, who issues out these pins to you. So, for example, let's say in Ghana, As I'm explaining it in the lay person's, how you can understand it easily. So when you are done with your nursing school or your midwifery school, that doesn't automatically give you the legal right to work in the country as a nurse. Okay. So you are a certified nurse because you have the certificate, but the certificate is not enough. You need to get an authorization, which is the PIN in your home country council, to be able to legally take care of somebody as a nurse, as a doctor, as a midwife, as a whatever healthcare profession you are. So when you want to work in another country, every country has their council. Each and every country have their council, and those councils issues out their PIN to professionals to work legally in the country. So if you are moving from your home country, say Kenya, to Ghana, Ghana has to issue you a legal authorization to work in Ghana as a nurse. The fact that you are a nurse in Kenya does not give you that legal standing to work in Ghana as a nurse. If you work in Ghana as a nurse without that legal authorization, which is your PIN, you are working illegally. It is an illegal thing. So whichever country you are going into, you need to get their legal standing, the authorization to work in that country, and that is the PIN. Is that?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
It helps.
Yeah, and if you are moving from your home country to another country, the grounds of you getting, because if you are in Ghana and you don't have a legal authorization, which is a PIN as a Ghanaian nurse, you can't, start the process and go tell NMC UK that I'm a nurse in Ghana. I want to work in your country. Yes, you may have the certificate, the nursing certificate in Ghana, but without the PIN, you can't go through the process. It's either you get the PIN from your home country, or you are going to start all over in the foreign country as a nursing student or as a whatever student, healthcare professional student, to get their PIN as well. I hope I was clear enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Nana Kofi, I see that you've come back.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay. I was in Saturday theater, so I dropped off.
Okay. Nana Kofi, what do you do? Are you a nurse or?
Yeah, I'm a peripatetic nurse.
Wonderful. Which country? Nana Kofi, you're a Ghanaian. Which country are you practicing in now?
I'm Ghana right now.
Okay. Wonderful. Nice to meet you, my Ghanaian colleague.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay. So Ilaki. I'm very careful when I'm mentioning people's names. I don't want to go, mentioning it wrongly, but please forgive me if I'm unable to. So Ilaki says, hi, I'm a registered nurse with 9 working experience from Namibia, and I'm interested to work in Canada. Please help. So to work in Canada, Ilaki, all you have to do is to watch the Canada route replay. Watch it. When you are done watching it, if you've got further questions, come back and we will take it from there. Let me quickly find the post for that, share it with him. Because I was just about saying that I've answered you on the live, but let me be generous. Let me be generous to him. Great. And some of the messages I'm just going to skip it because it's not clear. Somebody is asking me, what gift do I want? That's why I'm laughing. This user says, good morning. Please, I'm a registered degree nurse. Kindly assist me. What do you need the assistance for? Eyasemo. Eyinsempi.
Okay, so if I get you correctly, you need, if you want to work in UK as a nurse or as a midwife from your country, you need your country's PIN as a prerequisite. But then when you get to UK, you still need UK's PIN.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So UK or whatever country you are going into is going to be communicating with your home country NMC to be sure that you are legally a nurse or midwife or any healthcare professional in your country. Yeah.
Mia said, is it licensed to work as a nurse like in SA? We have SA. Mia, can you please come and ask your question here, because your question is it licensed to work as a nurse like in SA? We have SANC receipts? Question mark. I don't understand the question.
Yeah, the SANC, what is it, Mia?
I don't know. That's why I said she should come in and ask.
So your PIN is your license to work as a nurse or midwife, or that's just the PIN. So if that's how South Africa you call it, is it license to work as a nurse? Yes, your PIN is your license to work as a nurse. So this account Lyncher is saying, I'm interested. How do I apply? The question is vague. You need to be precise, be articulate when you are asking your questions. Okay. No, I'm going to skip this question.
Okay, so Blaze said it's a South African Nursing Council, and Mia also came to see South African Nursing Council. Okay, so SNAC.
Okay. Okay, so South African Nursing Council. Yeah, that's the license. So the license your nursing council gives to you. Yeah. Blade, thanks for the rose. God bless you. Yeah. So that's it. That's a foundation. Without your home country license, you would have to school again, go into nursing school, get a certificate, and get the PIN in another country. So there are people that go like, I got a chance to travel. I don't want to. I'm not saying that if you've got a chance to travel, you shouldn't go. But anyway, I don't want to say too much. So people kind of stop their education midway, and then they are off to another country, and then later they are like, oh my God, I should have just completed. I have heard or seen somebody send me a message. He had just a week left to write an exam. Not that her visa was expiring, you get, but then he left it and went all the 4 years of education, just a week. They left it and went over. And now they see that, oh, I should have just, gotten my PIN, gotten my exam done and all of that. Bless you. If you just joined the guest seats, if you've got any question, or if you just joined the live, you are welcome. Today, we are talking about, it's question and answer session for all the routes we've spoken about on all the live sessions I've had here. Today, originally, we were going to be talking about how to travel to Finland as a healthcare professional, but then there has been some circumstances that has warranted that we reschedule it. So it's been rescheduled. I'll communicate the new date and time to you all in due time. So I deeply apologize for that inconvenience. This person says, hi, can you hit me up? My name is so and so. I would like to support some nurses, please. Okay. I'll get back to you. So some of these, I'm not saying that the person is not what he's saying he wants, he does it. I don't know if but you need to, before I bring anybody here, I want to let you guys know that I talk to the people, I get to know that what they are saying is what it is before I bring them here on the live. So this person, I'm going to get back to him, and then we will take it from there.
There's a question here.
Okay.
So a question from Blee. He said, "Do you know anything concerning the travel of Ghananese to Bahamas?"
Yeah. I know something small. So last 2-3 years, I shared a video on my YouTube channel where I was talking about the Ministry of Health of Ghana going into an agreement. When this whole red list countries thing was hovering around the head of Ghanaians and some African countries, where you couldn't, go outside to other countries to practice and all of that. There came an agreement between the Bahamas Health Ministry of Health and Ghana Ministry of Health to bring in some Ghanaians over to the Bahamas to work. Why? Because, guys, if you're a Ghanaian nurse or midwife, kudos to you. We are good. Ghanaians, Nigerians. So Bahamas came into that agreement for the government to bring over some of our nurses. When I say our, I mean Ghanaian nurses over to Bahamas to practice. And so in that video, I had shots of it. And before that agreement, there had been instances where, this agreement is there between these two countries. So periodically, Ghana government will be able to send over, Ghanaian nurses. And when they started, they saw that, hey, Ghanaian nurses are great. That's why they always come back. So that agreement is there. But I don't know what it is as we speak now, whether the government is still sending over people to the Bahamas government. Yeah, so there is something like that's there. You can watch that video too on my YouTube channel. Yeah. And there were captions where, when the nurses get into the country, the Bahamas government receives them very, nicely, very well. And, programs are held for, to welcome the Ghanaian nurses into the country. And it was an amazing video. You should watch that one too. So, Oba Patina says that, hi, greetings. I'm a registered nurse in Ghana and would like to work in Norway. Can I get more info on it? Yes, you can get more info on it from my YouTube channel. The replay for that live session is there. Make sure you go and watch it, Oba Patina. And when you are done watching it, if you're not yet here on this live session, if you have any further question, you can come back and ask and we'll take it from there. But you need to watch that replay. If you are here to Oba Patina, you can pop your question further. You can join the guest seat and we can talk. But then the main thing is to watch the live session replay. Sorry, guys. I'm just hoping that by 6:30, 6:35, if you should be out of this place. If you just joined in, you are welcome. Bless you for joining in. Still going through. These messages. We are not going to get anywhere. When is 6:30? The ones you've been able to answer, we will end it there, and then I'll take it. I'll resume some other time. So Money Bag FX says, can diploma nurses apply? When you are sending the questions, I've shared a lot of information on various countries. So if you ask this in a general form, I wouldn't know which country you are talking about. But the Bahamas, the information I've got about Bahamas is for degree nurses. Iceland, both diploma degree. Norway, both diploma degree. Currently in the UK, if you are just about starting it, the minimum qualification is degree. So if you want to, you need help in pursuing a degree program, look to UNICAF. UNICAF gives scholarships, and their scholarships, the scholarships is for African, some European countries, Caribbeans, and Asian countries. All right, and there is no opening date and closing time, so you can apply for their scholarships anytime around the year. Anytime around the year. Okay. If you just joined the guest seat, you can unmute yourself and ask your question if you've got any.
Yeah, so let's start from Martha Owusu. So Martha, do you have any question for us, please?
No, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Martha, it's good to have you here.
Yeah.
So blessing Dang Obing. Blessed Angel Obing. Okay. I get the name now. Blessed Angel Obing. Wow. Says, good day. Says, please, I'm a degree midwife with 10 years experience in nursing, and I'm very interested. Please help a sister. She has got a lovely work experience. She's a nurse and a midwife as well, but your question isn't clear. I don't know which country you want to. So you need to be clear. You need to be clear.
I have a question.
Okay.
So if I'm a nurse, a general nurse in Ghana, and I come to the UK and I want to do midwifery, is it allowed?
Come again with the question.
I'm a general nurse. I have my PIN and everything, so I travel to the UK and I want to switch and work as a midwife. Or do I need to start again from the scratch as a midwife, or I can just be enacted into the system for midwifery?
Okay. So let's say I'll take it in 2 or 3 wings. So let's say, for example, from your home country, you were practicing as a midwife. Did you say nurse? You are starting from nurse, right?
Nurse, general nursing, like not midwife. General nursing.
So you did general nursing, and the certificate you have is purely general nursing, and your PIN from Ghana is purely general nursing. You've moved to the UK, for example, and you are on the NMC UK register as an adult nurse. Now, you want to practice as a midwife, okay, without any midwifery background. You can study. So there is a shortened master's midwifery program for adult nurses who wants to become midwives. Okay. And if you are on my Telegram page and channel, you realize that for some time now I've been sharing those opportunities there. So that one is 2 years. It's called the master, the shortened MSc midwifery course. All right. That is there. Let's say, for example, countries like Nigeria, most of their midwives are already nurses, okay? Or in Ghana, after your nursing, you went into midwifery, but then you are not practicing midwifery. So you are a nurse plus a midwife, just that your license is just in nursing. What you can do is you have to start all over again. The process of getting a midwifery PIN, a license or PIN to work as a midwife in, for example, the UK, the country you used. So you would have to write your CBT again in midwifery, because the NMC UK knows you as a nurse on their register. But now you want to get onto the midwifery register, so you can have dual registration in the UK. Okay. I've supported people in their OSCE exam and all of that. And recently, I just had one lady who just passed her OSCE, and now she's a dual registrant on the UK NMC register. So you would have to write the CBT, the midwifery CBT. You would have to write the midwifery OSCE. And then if you pass both of these, then you can get your PIN to practice as a midwife. So that way, you now have 2 registrations as a nurse and as a midwife, and you can practice both. The third one is if you want to go into midwifery from scratch, then you can start with either the BSc or the MSc. I've spoken about the MSc. The BSc is a 3 years program. That, for example, if you are not part of the NMC UK register at all, you have the MSc, the BSc program as well as the MSc. And then afterwards, you can get your PIN to start working. Remember, your certificate alone does not give you the right or the legal grounds to practice in the UK. After your certificate, you need to apply for your license or your PIN to work. Kanebi, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you. I'll buy you Alewa.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Maureen and Kilara, please, do you have a question for us? Any question?
So Theophilus Aqua says that, hello, Josephine, I missed the Norway Nest presentation. How can I get it? Yeah, the replay is on my YouTube channel. Kindly watch it. Anike, you're welcome. Kindly watch the replay on my YouTube channel, all right? My YouTube channel link is in my TikTok bio. Yeah, Anike, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, Anike. Is it Anike or Maureen? Oh, Maureen. Sorry, Maureen.
Yeah, I missed the Norway live. I wanted to know more about it.
Oh, okay. So it was yesterday, right? The replay is on my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
The replay is on my YouTube channel. It's a detailed replay, so make sure you are watching it. And when you go onto the channel, you're on my channel, right?
Yes, please.
Great. So when you go onto it, the live session aspect of it, you find it there. There are useful links in the description section of that video that will help you through the process. You can also find it in my playlist. The playlist named immigration or relocation. You'll find it there as well. When you are done, if you have any further questions, you can get back.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, dear. And I don't know if I'm mentioning this name well. If you just joined the guest seat, you can ask your question. If you are not ready with your question, please mute yourself.
Okay. Yeah, so Mia said in South Africa, you can't work as a midwife if you are general nurse. Is that so in Ghana?
Yeah, you can't. You need a PIN. So if you are a nurse, let's say for example, myself, I went through the diploma route in Ghana. So I'm a diploma midwife. So I went in to train as a midwife. So I have my PIN as a midwife. If along the line I want to switch over and work as a nurse too, then I need to enroll myself in a school, whether BSc or Masters in Nursing. After that certificate, I need a PIN, just as I've described, it's the same thing. If you are a nurse, you want to move over to midwifery, you need to be certified and then get the PIN. But countries like Nigeria, for example, their midwifery education, not the nursing, but midwifery education, it comes when they are done with it, their certificate awarded is nurse midwife. Nurse midwife. Why? Because just as the midwifery education is in Ghana, if you are training as a midwife, you train as a nurse first, and then after that, you go on to specialty. You go on to specialize in your midwifery. But then when we are done, NMC Ghana gives midwives just certificates stating that you are a midwife. But in Nigeria, because they trained, both the Nigerian Nursing Council states nurse midwife. So if that person wants to practice as a nurse, the person has got both pins. The pin states nurse midwife, not just midwife. Do you get me? So that's one thing that Ghanaian midwives, we have to advocate for with the nursing council, so that because we train both nursing and midwifery, so if they can do what Nigeria is doing for midwives in Ghana, so that would be great.
Yes, a question.
Okay.
Kilara Organics.gh. She said, please, I'm now offering my BSc midwifery. Please,
in my final year, how can I practice in Canada or Ukraine?
Okay. Wow. I need to be putting down countries. So today I've seen that I need to find information for Netherlands. Now I need to find information for Ukraine as well. So in Canada, what I would say is that please watch the replay. I've had a session here with lovely nurses in Canada. One of them is currently in the UK, but she's, Canadian registration. She's registered with the Canada. And I had 3 or 4 ladies joining the live session who are currently in Canada. All right. So they have shared nuggets. Like that session was power. It's filled with information. So Kilara Organic.gh. Please go and watch that replay. It's on my YouTube channel. The title is How to Migrate to Canada as a Nurse or Midwife. You should watch it. When you are done, if you have any other question, you can come back and ask me my DM or on my Telegram page. I'm happy to answer you. Because most people, when they ask, I just signpost and go and watch the replay. Get back to me. They get back and I'm like, do you have any other question? No. All the questions were answered. So you have to watch that replay. You're welcome, Clara. So this person, Ad Yeri Daphne, says, hello, how are you, Josephine? I'm fine, Daphne. I'm a registered midwife and I really want to work in Canada. I've seen your guiding videos and I'm requesting, if you don't mind, if you can help guide me because I really want to work there. Girl, you need to watch. That's what we are just saying. You need to watch the replay on Canada. It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. It's 18:32.
Hello.
Hi.
Please, you have a video on Australia too.
I'm yet to get on a live session to talk about Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so watch out for that. Make sure you are watching that.
Okay.
You join that live session. Yeah.
Okay.
Australia has got multiple streams you can use to migrate over. So I'll be coming. If not, this month is gone. So hopefully in August I'll have a live session on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Viva La Viva says, good evening from here. I saw your video about nurses. I'm a registered nurse. I specialize in anesthesia. I currently based in Qatar. I would like to know more about the migration process, if you wouldn't mind. So your message was good, but it still lacks where exactly you are looking at because the countries are a lot. So Viva La Viva, just go on my YouTube channel. There are a buffet of countries you can choose from. Iceland, UK, Bahamas, US, where else? Norway. Very soon there will be a replay on Finland, New Zealand. New Zealand is currently there on my YouTube channel. Go and watch all of that. Choose which one you want. In fact, on my YouTube channel, there are videos on Ireland, how to migrate to Ireland as well. So please watch that as well. If it's Ireland you want to go to, there are videos there. Just check the immigration and relocation part. You get it.
Hello, sister.
Yes, dear.
Please, apart from the UK new policy, them needing a degree holder in nursing and midwifery, what other new policy have they brought that will affect as the new midwifery students, like midwifery?
Okay, so again, there was a live session this week. I think this week on 23rd of July, I was here on a live session with Nestana, and we dived into that. We discussed the new immigration rules. I recommend that you watch that replay. But just to answer you briefly, the other thing is that the minimum salary threshold has increased. So there's been multiple changes in the UK immigration rules. Disclaimer, I'm not an immigration advisor. I'm sharing information from what I have read, what I know. Okay, if you need immigration advice, get an immigration advisor. So the other thing is that the minimum wage has increased. So when we were coming into the country, the minimum wage was around 23k pounds, and then that was almost 4 years ago, or 4 years plus ago. Then along the line, it's increased and then increased. So it came up to 38 plus K, and just recently it has increased to 41K plus. But before that live session on 23rd, I was going through the immigration. The document is massive. It's over 130 pages. And I was going through it, trying to understand all of that, because, currently in the UK, the new entrants, if you just qualified from school and you are joining the NHS, the banding system, the minimum band is band 5. And currently, band 5 salary is not up to 38, even 38K, not to talk of 40 something. Do you get what I mean? So there is this exception for those who are new entrants. So if you are a new entry, like a newly qualified nurse, newly qualified midwife, there is that flexibility for you. You don't necessarily need to, your employer shouldn't be paying you. The NHS will not pay a band 5 42K. Do you get me? Because you are a new entrant. But then they are saying that the employer should be happy after 3 years, you should be able to get to that threshold. So you can enter as a newly qualified nurse with the band 5 salary, but then within 3 years, you should have risen to the minimum salary. This thing. And then there is another exceptions for people, occupations that are on the shortage list. Okay. So that one too, I'm going through the shortage list to see, which occupations, but definitely nursing is part of it. But you have to, as I said, disclaimer, I'm not an immigration advisor. You need to read that document. Okay. So it's in the description section of that video, the replay of that one.
Okay. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Sister, what about Germany? Have we already talked about it?
The Germany man is up there, Ganyobi. So that man, my moderator, is currently in Germany. So I've had a session with him as well. Apart from that session, there is a video I've recorded with Ganyobi Official. Ganyobi Official is also on YouTube. So when you check his YouTube videos, he's got lots of information for if you want to go to Germany. All right. But then I have talked about how to become an international student. You can actually learn nursing in Germany. Okay. You can learn your healthcare profession in Germany and then move on to work in Germany in the healthcare profession. But I'm still looking at, I've got one nursing student who is there, and we are arranging to come up here to talk about the process for nursing. Ganyobi Official is into the other parts of, BS. Ganyobi, what do you do? What are you reading now?
I'm reading shipping and chartering, logistics, and then maritime. Wonderful.
So we've had a session with him. You can watch the replay. It's on my YouTube channel. I've had a meeting. I've had 2 videos. So we've recorded 2 videos apart from the live session, right?
2 videos, yeah.
Yeah, it will help you. It will help you. I'm
planning to get you nurses, Ghanaian nurses, and then even Nigerian nurses who are practicing here in Germany.
Good.
They'll have a live session with you.
Good.
No, I'm not really into nursing, so sometimes I don't really go into details. And then the language barrier when it comes to nursing. Yeah, but a lot of people are doing. International people are in Germany and they are working as a nurse.
Yeah, and even a doctor. The other day, wasn't I on a live session with the medical doctor? He's not a student. He's literally working. He's a specialist doctor in Germany now. So you have to watch that video too. So even though there is that the midst of the language barrier, people are there and they are working. People are there and they are schooling. Ganyobi now speaks the German language. Ganyobi, what language do you speak?
What language do I speak?
Yeah, the German language you speak now. What is it?
You said what is it? Deutsch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's difficult though, but you can. I've seen that Hey, a Finland man or woman is on the live now. Hi. Okay, so this person, I've answered this person. And then this person, this is going to be the last question I'm going to answer. I think this lady is on the live. I saw her on the guest now. Messilin 254 says, I'm really interested in working. Then maybe I've muted you because I was getting feedback from the side. I'm really interested in working as a nurse. Whoa, I've got a low battery on the laptop too, guys. Please give me a second. Let me charge. Put the laptop on charge. And that will be the last question I'll be answering, and then we'll be out of here. So please, if you want to join the guest seats, please join now. If you have any question you want to ask in the comment section, please ask it now. Okay. So yeah. So this person says, Messlin 254 says, I'm really interested in working as a nurse in Norway. Kindly tell me an agency that I can use or hospital that has direct hire. I know I can be there in a few months. Yes, that's true. You can't be there in a few months. And thank you very much for the platform. You're welcome, dear. So Messlin, you need to watch the replay of yesterday's session on Norway. All that you are asking, the links are in the description section of the replay. So agencies that can help you, hospitals where you can find websites, you can find hospitals to apply for direct hire. It's all in the description section of the replay. My YouTube channel name is Josephine Greatness TV. You can find the link to the channel in my TikTok bio, or when you get onto YouTube, just type in Josephine Greatness TV, and that's it. Just as you see on my TikTok profile name, you just add TV to it. Go into the immigration or relocation portfolio or the live sessions side of it, and you are good to go. If you've got further questions, you can come back and ask. That brings us to the end of the questions I'm answering from my DM. I can see someone is trying to join the guest seats. You're welcome, Martha. I'll wait for that person to join. If the person has got something to say, they can say it. And Ganyabi, please, the floor is yours. I'm going to go through one after the other from the guest seat. We've got Ganyabi yourself, and then Kilara, Martha Owusu, Maureen, and then the person trying to join. So Ganyabi, if you've got any final words you want to say.
Okay, so to Martha, was it Martha or Maureen that asked about the German pathway?
Mm-hmm.
It's Martha.
All right. So what I can say is this: Norway and Finland, they are also, I think Norway rather, or Iceland, they have a language barrier also. You see, moving to a different country or another man's country that doesn't speak your language, you need to learn their language so that you can. One thing about Germany is this: with their traditional work or jobs, if I say traditional jobs, what I mean is like the nursing, the midwifery, engineering, the doctors, and those important, really, really, really important this thing. You can't practice in English because their patients speak Deutsch, so you need to communicate with patients. You deal with patients, so you need to speak Deutsch with them. But I'm here to encourage you that there are a lot of international students: Uganda, Ghanaians, Nigerians, Liberians, like Africa, here practicing Deutsch, practicing nursing. So you can do it. You can do it. So if you really want to come here, you have to start learning the language, because the language is a bigger barrier. So I've encouraged you.
Please, how do you learn the language? Is it on YouTube?
The language is on YouTube, but then YouTube alone is not enough. There is, if you are in Accra, there is a place called, it's closer to the German embassy. We call it Goethe Institute. Goethe Institute. So that is where people learn the language there. So you can learn A1, A2, and then you can even use that to apply for a visa and then come inside the country. And then whilst you are about practicing your nursing, you can then further your language learning, which is B1, B2. You understand? So there's a place in Ghana called Goethe Institute. If you're in Accra, but I don't know your region. If you are outside Accra, maybe you should search on the internet Goethe Institute. I'll put it in the comment section so that you go and learn it from there. So, but I didn't learn it in Ghana. I came here to learn it because my course or my program I'm doing is entirely English. So, Deutsch is not a prerequisite for me.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, did you speak Deutsch?
Yes, I'm currently learning it on my own.
Is it?
Yeah, I spoke it. I'm learning it on my own.
I see. But the way you said thank you, I wanted to be sure whether it's you. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
That's nice.
So,
just there's a question for you from is it Monday? He said, please, I saw the video on the nurses for Canada. I want to ask if midwives are accepted.
So for now, the information I have got and the people that, I've told you, most of the information here is people who have done it. They've gone through it. But then I have a cousin who is a midwife like myself, and she's in the process of heading over to Canada. So the process that you watched on the YouTube channel is the same for midwives. I hope that answers you. Yeah, but then when you watch that video, it's the people that were on it were all nurses. Yeah. So the points base that Canada uses and all of that, that's basically what they expect from midwives too. I think I have to get my cousin on a live session so that she focuses on midwives for you all.
Yeah, but Martha, I'm not disputing the fact that you learning it by yourself is wrong approach, or you learning it from YouTube is wrong. You can do it, but I think you also need a classroom teaching, like knowledge from the classroom also. Yeah, like the Goethe Institute, you understand? Yeah, so it's even a class where you have already learned the basics from internet, and then you can even use this app, Duolingo, to learn. You said?
She said that's what she's using.
Okay. Yeah, then that's fine.
Okay, so Martha, I don't know. I think Martha's network is down, or she's paused her live. Maureen, do you have anything you want to say?
For now, no.
Okay, wonderful. Great. So guys, I'm going to end it on YouTube. If you joined in, bless you. Thank you so much for joining in. This session was a question and answer session with Josephine Greatness on Josephine Greatness TV. We've answered questions about, all the routes that we've discussed on this channel. This channel is Jobed. On this channel, I share information about how to migrate to other countries apart from your home country to practice in your healthcare profession. I do bits of every info, health education, how you can get scholarships, career development series, and all of that. My music videos are also here on this channel. So if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you are hitting on the subscription button and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of my videos. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. I hope this session has helped you. I'll see you in my next live session or in my next video. It is still Josephine Greatness. Take care.